So welcome to another episode of No Fluff, No Passes with the Evil Twin. So it's Galaxy season. It's time for Samsung to show off their latest offering, their foldables, Z Fold 4, Z Flip 4, right? So, plus we getting the watch. We're getting the Watch 5. So let's talk about all the latest details and give you our thoughts about it, right? Let's talk about it. Sit back and relax and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. So welcome to another episode of No Fluff, No Passes with the Evil Twin. So let's talk about the star of the show, the Galaxy Fold 4. So we have all the goods. Look, we even have a hands-on about the device before it even got to get announced. Look, the Fold 4 design almost looked the same as the Fold 3. With some improvements, right? As far as the hinge, we're getting a much smaller hinge, right? Compared to the Fold 3. Plus, we're getting a wider display, which is great. Look, this device is going to be just a little tap shorter overall than the Z Fold 3. So it's a good thing. Samsung is doing something good to give us a wider display as far as the cover display versus the Z Fold 3 and the Z Fold 2. Also, the weight. This device is going to come a little lighter at 263 grams, which is a little lighter than the 271 grams on the Fold 3. So that is good. Look, and we're going to get all the latest processor as far as the 8 Plus Gen 1 processor with all the RAM that you all know and love, plus 5 years of updates. The interesting thing for me is that we finally getting a camera bump. 50 megapixel main, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 10 megapixel telephoto lens, which is the same camera system that's on the Galaxy S22 Plus. Plus, the inner display still is getting that awesome 7.6 inch 120 hertz, right? And we're getting a nice bump as far as the inner camera system coming from the Fold 3. So, you know what, brother? I'm looking at your face. I don't think you share my same thoughts and enthusiastic here, right? So what's your thoughts about it? Well, I was looking for something bigger, some bigger upgrades. Battery life, 4,400 milliamp. That's something that worries me about this phone so far. 4,400 milliamp. Look, Samsung is relying on some software tweaks and processor to get better battery life instead of putting a better, bigger battery in the device. Well, my thoughts is this, right? I mean, look, if you want better battery life, right, don't use the phone. And you're going to get great standby time. But if you're going to use the phone at about 50 to 60% brightness and gaming and stuff like that, you're not going to get stellar battery life out of this device. 4,400 milliamp. I mean, look, the Galaxy Z Fold 3 battery life is not that great. It's almost borderline trash. So when it comes down to battery life, I mean, come on now. How could it go from borderline trash to having way better battery life? How could it be from borderline trash to great battery life all of a sudden? It's not going to happen. You know what? Next, let's talk about specs. All we hear is you're getting a nice spec bump. But when you get down to the nitty gritty, something they're not telling you, we're hearing that the base storage will be 128 gigs. The base storage. That's no way you're going to have this device for 5 years with 128 gigs. Sound like Samsung is putting a banana in the tailpipe for suckers. Yeah, for suckers, especially at the starting MSRP of about $1,700. If you don't do no trade-ins and no discounts, the MSRP, right? I mean, oh God, this is crazy. Next, how could the most expensive phone on the planet not get the best cameras? I mean, why the S22 Plus cameras instead of the S22 Ultra cameras? I mean, come on now. That's like a sucker move to me, right? I mean, we can't just give them a pass for that. I mean, we can't give them a pass for that. And lastly, what happened to the pin in the device? We heard all the rumors and everything about the pen being in the phone. Now we're not getting the pen in the device. So no pen in the phone, 128 gigs of base storage, right? No 22 ultra cameras is in this device. So what am I missing here? What am I missing here? Why are we excited about this? Well, brother, wow. Look, I see your frustration. And I would agree with you about battery life. Look, I'm not anticipating on getting groundbreaking battery life on the Fold 4. I'm just not anticipating on it. And I wish that Samsung would have put a bigger battery in the Fold 4, which they only rely on software and stuff like that. Look, I am anticipating on a bigger display in the front, also with a lighter design. And look, the cameras, look, I believe there's nothing wrong with the Fold 2 and the Fold 3 cameras. I think the cameras are really good. I don't have no problem with the cameras on the Fold 2 and the Fold 3. Look, I think we get a nice spec bump from the Fold 3 to the Fold 4, especially with the inner display. Look, I think the camera's going to be great here on the Fold 4. But all that said and done, let's talk a little bit about the Flip 4. Looks like we get the nice bump here on the Flip 4, especially the battery department. 3,300 milliamp battery to 3,700 milliamp battery. Also, we get the updates with the processor, right? 8 plus Gen 1 processor with 8 gigs of RAM. Overall, I think we're going to be okay. Tell me your thoughts about the Flip 4. Well, look, I really like the Flip 2 and the Flip 3. I like them. They're really good phones. But the battery life on those devices is awful. I mean, just awful. So when I'm hearing 3,300 milliamp to 3,700 milliamp, but this is kind of a joke here. I mean, how much battery life you think you're going to get out of that device? 30 minutes, 40 minutes tops? Look, I'm not liking what I'm seeing from Samsung. I'm kind of upset about this, right? What is Samsung is doing here, right? What is they doing here? Look, battery life on the Flips haven't been great at all. Plus, you're getting 45 watts of fast charging. Here we go, another joke. The competition is killing Samsung. Think about it. Fast charging speeds, right? What about wireless charging? This phone will charge at 10 watts. 10 watts. That's not a good look. It's not good in my opinion. 10 watts. Look, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I don't want to come on here, but you know what? I got to be fair and balanced about this. I mean, we are in 2022, not 2019. Look, in 2020, my LG V60 can charge 15 watts of wireless charging. And the 2022 device, brand new, fresh out of the coffers, is going to give you 10 watts? This is a joke. Wow. So I see you're not excited about none of these devices. But you know what? Let's move on. Let's move on to the Watch 5. Look like Samsung is going away with the classic, right? They're going with the Pro Watch this time around. I mean, I love the classic, by the way, but Samsung is going away with it. I believe Samsung have heard a lot of our complaints from people talking about the battery life on the 4s. So it looks like Samsung will give the Watch 5 a battery bump. I think the Watch 5 is going to get a nice battery bump. So what's your thoughts? Well, it's a bummer that the classic is going away. I have the Watch 4. And I'm getting okay battery life. Not the best, not stellar battery life, but it's okay. I mean, it's not the best. I mean, the Watch 4 is really good. I like the classic, so I'm going to hold on to this for a while. You know, I'm not interested in upgrading right now. But I can see a person with older watches want to, get the newer watch, especially when we're hearing that it's going to have better battery life. And plus the new version of Wear OS. So I think it's going to be great. I'm not getting bad battery life out of the old watch here, and I think the old watch would be fine. I'm not worrying about upgrading. It don't interest me. I don't see no wow factor, especially in the Pro. I mean, I don't see any wow factor in the Pro. But, I mean, I think the Watch 5 will be fine. So let's sum this up a bit, right? I'm more excited about this keynote address and release than you. I can see this, right? And yes, I wish Samsung would do more. I wish they would do more. But you know what? Until a new player gives Samsung some competition, they will continue to do this to the consumer. But you know what? We go keep talking about it, and we go hold Samsung accountable. As long as we keep talking about it, it keeps the awareness out, right? But there you have it. Look, let me know down in the comments below. Are you excited for the Fold 4 or the Flip 4 or the Watch 5? Let me know down in the comments. But if you want to see a video of the Galaxy Z Fold 3, click this video right here. See that video right there? Click that video right there if you want to see a video of the Galaxy Fold 3. This is Dr. Tech Preacher along with the Evil Twin. See you guys on the next video. Peace.